So we're over here on Jamaica Avenue and 107th Street. There was a fire last week at the property. Our client called us up. We arrived and the fire department was doing a great job putting the fire out. They were here for 12 hours. This is a one-story structure, 40 by 100. Came across as a 5-alarm fire. It was an exterior attack by the fire department. As you can see here, there's extensive fire damage. We've got burnt roof rafters throughout the entire property. As you can see, there's a lot of business personal property here. Our client actually has a tenant, rents the store to a dollar store, and as you can see, the dollar store has a lot of inventory that was damaged here. Household items, PPE, and other things that you need for your household. All the racks, all the inventory, all fire damaged, water damaged. The building department issued a full vacate on the property after the fire. So with structural engineers retained by the owner, the city allowed the cleanup crew to immediately start cleaning out the basement first and then seeing to make sure that the floor joists were safe. Our team immediately, upon the guidance from the city, began doing a detailed inventory of everything in the basement, side by side with the owner of the business. At the same time, the owners were providing our team with all the invoices to match the inventory that they were compiling. Going back to the landlord's part of it, as you can see, we've got extensive structural damage throughout the roof. Actually, this side of the building is the worst. There was a collapse inside. No one's allowed on that side right now until structural shoring is installed. The fire extended, unfortunately, to other neighboring buildings, which happens to be owned by the same client. The building to the left of the property also suffered some damages, but most of the damages were to the same client, same landlord, unfortunately. And there was a lot of pride that went into making this building the way it is today. But he's quick to get this building back to its pre-loss condition, and we're going to help him to do that. As far as the building next door, it's a 3-story structure. There's 2 3-stories. One has a physical therapy with 2 apartments upstairs. The next one has a pharmacy with additional residential tenants. The landlord was able to get the corner building back to functional use. The tenants were not relocated. The building was cleaned, especially the pharmacy. And then going next door, the physical therapy place, they had a lot of clients that relied on them. The landlord immediately sprung into action after the city allowed him to clean the first floor. So right now they went from a full vacate to a partial vacate, which allows the physical therapy place to be in operation. No one's allowed on the 2nd and 3rd floor right now. So it went from having a tenant losing all his clients and the landlord obviously losing income to a situation where the landlord acted quickly, worked with all the professionals on the job site, and we were able to get the physical therapy operation back in business today, considering we're standing in a huge fire loss.